Hello children, Standard 7. Today we are going to start the Civics chapter. Okay, and chapter the Constitution of India. Now before we begin with the Constitution of India, you should know that India became independent on 15th August 1947, and before that we were following the British Constitution. So when the British government transferred political power to Indians, the primary task was to frame the Constitution of India. But then what is Constitution? What is Constitution? So the term Constitution may be defined as a body of rules and laws according to which a country is governed. Okay, it is a body of rules and laws according to which a country is governed. Then what are the things which are mentioned in our constitution? Okay, all the laws are made according to the principles laid down in the constitution. So here you have to know that constitution is very important document which generally contains the details regarding the form of government, like form of the three organs of the government. Here it should be three organs of the government like legislature, executive and judiciary. It also explains the rights and duties of the country's citizen. So a lot of things are there in our constitution. So as per the definition, if somebody asks you what is constitution, you are supposed to mention it is a body of rules and laws according to which a country is governed. The next thing which you have to know that the constitution of independent India came into force on 26 January 1950. So when the constitution came into force, 26 January 1950, and this day means 26 January 1950, this day India was declared a sovereign nation, a democratic nation and a republic nation. Means India was declared sovereign, democratic, republic. And thus we celebrate 26 January every year as a Republic Day. Okay, so you know very well the Republic Day is one of our three national festivals. Now, our constitution is the fundamental law of the country. It is the country's supreme or highest authority. It contains various rules and regulations according to which our country is governed. It has been prepared very carefully. It took almost 3 years to prepare, and a body called Constituent Assembly framed it. So who framed the Constitution of India? The Constitution of India was framed by the Constituent Assembly. Okay. The next you have the Constituent. Now you know the Constituent Assembly framed the Constitution of India. So the Constituent Assembly consisted many members, and these members were representative of all communities and classes of India. They belonged to various political parties. Some prominent members, some important members of the Constituent Assembly were Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Sarojini Naidu, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. We had so many members, but they were the important members of the Constituent Assembly. Next, you have the drafting committee. The Constituent Assembly was formed to frame a constitution for free India. The Constituent Assembly in turn set up the drafting committee, and Dr. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. He, along with his other members of the committee, were supposed to prepare a draft of our constitution. So, if the question is who drafted the constitution? Drafting of the constitution was done by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and framing of the constitution was done by the Constituent Assembly. Okay, so here they had to, when the drafting committee, they prepared the constitution, when they prepared a draft of our constitution, they had to keep lot of things in their mind. They had to keep in their mind the vastness of our country, the diversity regarding culture, language, and religion, as well as the history of the country. They had to study the salient features of the constitution of other countries. Okay, that is USA, UK, and Ireland, and included the good features from these constitutions to prepare the draft of our constitution. So, here sometimes our constitution is also known as bag of borrowing. Bag of borrowing means what? The constitution makers, they referred the constitution of different countries. For example, here I said USA, UK, Ireland. Okay, they referred the constitution of different countries, and the good points were included in our constitution. They have taken the good points. So it is known as bag of borrowing. The next thing which you have to know is the adoption of our constitution. When the constitution was adopted. So our constitution formally approved by the members of the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949, means 26 November 1949 the Constituent Assembly passed the constitution, approved the constitution, and it took 2 years, 11 months, and 17 days to prepare our constitution. So, originally, when the constitution was adopted, our constitution had 395 articles and 8 schedules. Okay, so how many articles were there? 395 articles and 8 schedules. And the chairman of the Constituent Assembly was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who became the first president of independent India. And Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, a prominent member of the assembly, became the first prime minister of our country. So in today's class, I explained to you about the meaning of constitution. Then I explained to you about the Constituent Assembly. I also explained you about the drafting committee, and the last topic which we completed is adoption of our constitution. So please learn these topics. Thank you.